Well, we're heading out towards Spray Lake. It's about an hour and a half drive, I guess, from Calgary. It's a bit south of Canmore, Alberta. It is a mountain road. Most of the time, it's in pretty good shape. Um, when there's a big storm or something like that happening, they will close it down, of course, until it's all clear. We have never ice fished in Spray Lake. We tried last year, but when we arrived, the ice was too thin. So this time we went a little bit later, and there's a lot of mountain white, lake trout. I'm not sure about rainbow. My wife is taking a ride to Radium Hot Springs with her mom there for the day. So I figured, well, let me put this video together. It's beautiful scenery. There's no question about it. Just the fact that you set up ice fishing there and enjoy the scenery, it's sufficient to satisfy this trip.
Nice day. Looks like the sun wants to pop out on us. We're gonna test where some other people had been fishing, see what the depth is here. And yeah. Okay. Alex is just parking the truck. Coming back down with electronics. We've decided on this spot here. We're at 20 feet. The sun is trying to come through, and it looks like we have the lake to ourselves. The ice is really hard to drill through. It is very deep, but look at the color. Just look at it. I'm not making it up, not photoshopping. It's beautiful mountain blue. I don't think I've seen anything on the radar so far, but we're making a lot of noise setting up. So we'll see what's out there when we get the active target down. Gonna continue getting set up. See you in a bit. Well, hello to our day of fishing. So we've got some rods in the water.
Show the picture of the camera there, how clear the water is.
That's the vlog, that's not the camera.
No, I'm saying on the water, we're at 20 feet. And it's not as foggy as
Yeah.
the other lake we were.
Yeah, the water is quite clear.
Yeah.
And I can actually raise my phone. And, I know you can't make it out on the camera, but I can just make out the bottom of the lake. So we'll be showing you. If we see anything interesting on the camera and the Lawrence, we'll show you some video of that later towards the end of the video. So this is our setup. We're good to go. And we will get fishing.
We are at Spray Lake. Not bad of a day. Minus 20 degrees Celsius. I'll take a quick scan of the scenery and the mountains. We were alone for a while until these people showed up. That's okay. Yeah, look at that. We're taking pictures of each other. Look at the mountains there. Yeah. And of course, our usual setup. I tell you, that diesel heater just makes it so comfortable. Hi there. Catch anything?
The bottom of the lake
Okay, and I parked my truck way over there. You're not allowed to drive a truck on the ice. It's kind of a provincial park set up. So we got some provincial park rules. Mountain white, lake trout, and trout. I think with mountain white they have to be 12 inches or so to keep. I believe it's 3 lake trout and maybe rainbow. I'm not sure how many rainbow, whether it's 5 or not. I'll have to ask my wife, she keeps track of that. But I have to say, those mountains are beautiful. Yeah. We only started fishing.
And the sunshine came out. And there's my hubby. And we're both taking pictures. We have neighbors setting up. And the beautiful mountains. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yeah.
It's cool, but it's a beautiful day. Can't complain. Warmed up a little bit from this morning. Okay, the holes here are about 21 feet or so. And then we drilled another one over there with 17 and 14 and 8. So Vicky's gonna drop the camera and a fish finder to see what the bottom is like and if there's any activity. Okay, these are pictures from our Markham camera. About 21 feet. As you can see, a mountain white in the background coming in. Unfortunately, I had, what do you call it, the atomic lure, whatever you call it, which we were hoping to fish for lake trout, not so much for mountain white. And this was, I would say, over 12 inches anyways. My lure was a little bit too big for that fish. I think it was like 2 inches in length. So give you an idea of the size. He had absolutely no interest in my lure. I was alone in the tent, so I couldn't get someone to set up a lure for me. Vicky was out in the lake somewhere, checking out the different holes that we have drilled. Okay, we added about a couple of minutes of video with some of the fish activity, especially for those who are considering getting an underwater camera, what to expect. That little black square, you can't tell from this angle, but it looks like an iPhone. Someone dropped it. There was a hole from a previous usage, not only several feet away from where we were. We didn't have our large grappling hook and magnet. Whether we would be able to pick it up, I don't know. I think we left it in the RV, so Vicky's thinking of ordering another one, and this way we keep one in the truck all the time. There's been occasional scenarios where we saw something, we'd love to bring it up. So, handy tool to have in case you're ice fishing. You're going to see some really close views of the fish. He just dives into the gravel and takes a mouthful. Absolutely no interest in my lure. Mountain white is a little bit different. You need a real small hook, maybe with a worm or something like that, for them to look to go after it. But we got a good view. He would have been a keeper. I believe 12 inches is what they have to be. It just slightly, I think it's 30 something centimeters or something of that sort. Well, I don't know what he saw down there, but he found something. Some sort of bug. Oh well. Okay. Okay, this is what it looked on our active target. You can see a fish there swimming on the bottom. There you go. There was some obstacles in the way, like the rock and stubs. But when he moved out of the air, that spot, you can see the fish there, kind of moving on the bottom. Okay, he swims away. So this type of scenario occurred quite often. Fish would come. There's another one that showed up. I guess it didn't like our presentation. This is the active target 1. I'm sure there are much better ones now out. I have the noise turned off, so that's what you're seeing is better noise in the background. Yeah. Activity, but not as much as some other lakes. It could be just the spot that we were. We don't know the lake. I'm sure there's better areas. I know next time we will go out further into a deeper section because there was more activity showing up on the fish finder.
It was a beautiful day. The sun came out for a little while. We saw a lot of whitefish. Got some nibbles, but unfortunately didn't land any. And now it's time to head.
Rocky Mountains. They're not far from Canmore. And Banff. It's a nice lake. Water is very clear. Got good video pictures on the water. It only got a little bit foggy by late afternoon. There was a couple of single fish, mountain white. Looked at my camera, looked at my bait. The bait I had set up was for trout lake, so they just ignored it and kept on going. So there is fish there. This is the first time, so we don't know the lake. And later on in the afternoon, when it warmed up a little bit, do a couple more holes. There's a good 24-inch thick ice, no slush.
Yeah. Ice was, and it's a solid ice. You have to have a good auger.
Yeah, and I probably drilled about a dozen holes. And
thank you, by the way.
Yeah. Was it 35 feet, 37 feet, you said, the deepest?
The deepest, at 35 feet, I saw a bunch of fish. They might have been small mountain whites or, school mountain whites. They came and they nibbled at my lure, but they weren't really interested. I saw a few larger specimens go by on my Garmin, but they didn't stop and look at what I had to offer. So either our timing was off or they just weren't interested today. That happens. But we got this beautiful day. We're partly cloudy, no wind, or very, very little wind. And we kind of had the lake to ourselves. We had one neighbor, they came and they were a little ways away from us, but they were out fishing. And that was it. We had the lake almost to ourselves. And now we're heading back out to Canmore, check out the town maybe, and head home. So that was it. We were skunked this time, but we'll be back. there. Woohoo! Good for her. No, we don't want to. I don't want to. Around the corner, there's some lookouts. There's pullouts you can.
Just slow it down.
Yeah, that goes down and generates power for the town down below. Yeah. Yeah, if you're afraid of heights, sit on the driver's side on your way down and look at the wall beside you. Because it's
think about the wall coming down on top of you.
oh.
Looks like you got a lot of holes drilled in there.
Yeah.
Testing the structure.
So what's interesting is if we were to drive down, right down there's some roads and stuff you can go on. We could drive around and see a lot of rabbits. Or there used to be a lot of rabbits in Canmore. Because somebody had bunny rabbits, not jackrabbits, bunny rabbits. 'Cause somebody had brought them to domesticate, sell and eat, whatever. And they got out. So Canmore has a lot of rabbits. Like the cute, fluffy ones. But it might take a couple generations before they can be pets. Wonder if we'll see any.
Yeah, I think that's so bad that they start capturing it and feeding it to the zoo.
Yeah. They would that's what I heard. They would capture them, euthanize them, and they would go for food at the zoo. What a beautiful day. Look at that. Look at that.
I'll take a picture.
Oh, we could. it's what, about a half-hour drive from Spray Lakes Reservoir where we were fishing down into town. I'd say at least a half hour, because it's from Canmore to Calgary is 45 minutes.
16, 17 kilometers, but
Slow.
slower.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a drive from town up the mountain, through the pass, and then down the lake a bit, because it's not at the top of the lake where the dam is. It's a little bit further down. And now we're starting to hit civilization.
Shot.
Shot?
Really cutting away at that rock.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. We need our gravel, and these mountains are made out of it. And there's the town down there. We're not going to go through it. Bye, Canmore. We're taking the Three Sisters Parkway and there's the Three Sisters. 1, 2,